chat, I wanted to buy this phone because my phone currently looks like this and doesn't work. I can sometimes open it, I sometimes can't. So I wanted to buy the Pixel 7 Pro. I decided on this one because I just thought it would be easy and I wouldn't have to really think much, and you know, it works fine. I like it. Yeah, the pixels were like fucked on the screen. So I was like, okay, well, I'm with this provider in Japan called SoftBank. Now, SoftBank is one of like the 3 or 4 main providers in Japan, and I bought my last phone from Google directly. So it's this unlocked SIM-free phone, because Japan has this culture of having, they really like locking phones to networks. In the UK, it's really easy to not do this. I have SIMs with other people. Like I have like 5 SIMs because I have my backpack, right? So I have like 2 Docomo SIMs, but I just had SoftBank because I had it for a while. And SoftBank is really good in Tokyo. So I had a SIM card with SoftBank that was a SIM only card, right? So I go to SoftBank and I'm like, hey, I want to get a new phone because my phone is broken. And bear in mind, I had to book. So in Japan now, since COVID, they made it so that you had to book to go into the phone store. And you can't just rock up now, right? Which sucks because it's like, okay, what if I just break my phone or I want fixed? Like you have to go and make a fucking appointment. So I then go to the store. I have to waiting a day, even though my phone's broke. I wanted to go on the day, but I couldn't because I had to make a reservation. I booked it and I go the next day and I asked them like, hey, so I currently have this issue with SoftBank where I should be able to have tethering on, but because I didn't buy my phone through that provider, they don't allow tethering, which sucks because if, you know, a lot of friends come to Japan and I want to give them internet when they're hanging out with me so they don't have to worry about it. Like when my parents come, right, I want them to be able to just connect to my hotspot, don't worry about it. Because a lot of the free Wi-Fi SIMs you buy at the airport or the rental ones, they're like the worst modems, the worst SIMs, they're so bad. Basically, if you're renting internet in Japan from one of these Wi-Fi rental places, they suck. They give you the worst internet. And the normal SIMs in Japan are insane. It's like you can, you know, I mean, you can stream a video off one SIM. I just have like 2 for like redundancies. So, you know, I wanted to be able to tether my Wi-Fi. So I was like, okay, well, I'll buy the phone this time through the provider that I'm already with, and I'll have tethering on. And they go, oh, no, we can't do that. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't do that? And they're like, oh, well, yeah, it won't work. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, well, so the phone you're buying is a SoftBank phone, and the SIM you have is a SoftBank free SIM. I'm like, what? What does that mean? He's like, well, so that SIM from SoftBank is only designed to work on unlocked phones. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, so if you want to have tethering, you got to buy a SoftBank phone and then change to a SoftBank only SIM. And I was like, what? So you're telling me if I buy a phone from SoftBank and I have a SIM card from SoftBank, I can't use them both? He was like, nah, it doesn't work. Can't do it. What? What do you mean? Like, fine, all right, geez, okay. All right, fine, okay, whatever. And I'm like, well, can I, you know, all right, fine. Can I maybe just get a new plan? Can I get a new SIM card plan that'll have tethering enabled and for the SoftBank phone? And he goes, oh, no, you can't do that. I was like, what? Why? He's like, oh, because your visa is about to expire this month, but I'm getting it renewed. And he's like, no, you can't buy it. You can't have a new SIM card because your visa's going to expire. And he was like, you know, sometimes foreigners run away when they get a SIM plan. I'm like, what? I'm with you right now. What do you mean? And so they won't let me buy a phone with straight up in cold hard cash, and they won't let me change my plan or like just do the exact same thing. I'm paying for the exact same thing just on a new plan. They won't let me do that because my visa's scammed. My visa's expiring. I read the word scammed in chat. So I asked him, I'm like, wait, so are you gonna like stop my current SIM card? He's like, oh, no, it's fine. You can keep using it. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, so we just can't change your plan because your visa doesn't have at least 3 months on it. I'm like, what? So nothing is going to change. And even if I went to this plan, nothing would change. But the fact that my visa is about to expire, even though I'm renewing it, you won't let me have another one? He's like, no, sorry. What? And I'm like, okay, well, can I at least just buy the phone and I'll just keep using the same SIM? He's like, oh, no, it won't work. What? He's like, we only sell locked phones. Phones that only work with our providers. I'm like, what? What do you mean? So they wouldn't even sell me anything. They wouldn't do anything. So I was like, all right, fuck. All right, wow. Okay, great. And the reason I didn't want to, the real reason why I didn't want to just buy it again through Google was because I was like, all right, well, I wouldn't be able to do the tethering, and it would take 2 to 3 days for Google to deliver the phone for me, because you can't just go to a store and buy an unlocked phone. So I went to another place, like in Big Camera. It's kind of like the Best Buy of Japan, if you will. They have a floor in the like really big stores that is dedicated to cell phones, and all the providers have like a little booth there, so you can go and ask them. And I talked to this nice lady, and I'm basically like, hey, yeah, this is the deal. They won't give me one. Can I get one? And then she was like, well, it's tough. Because your visa is expiring, we can't give you a new plan. Bear in mind, I already have Yodobashi Camera, sorry. I already have 2 plans with this other provider for my Japanese streaming bag for the Hokkaido thing. So I already have 2 SIM cards, and they were like, yeah, we can't give you a new plan because your visa is about to expire. It's a government policy. I'm like, fuck. She's like, yeah, best thing to do is get the phone from Google, unlocked, cancel your plan with SoftBank, come to us, and then we'll give you a SIM that allows you to tether. And because you already have 2 SIMs with us, the third one, when you get it, we'll give you 10% off every SIM you already have. And I was like, all right, sure, that sounds pretty good. Fine. So I guess when I come back from America and I get my new visa, I'm gonna go and go to SoftBank. Not SoftBank. I'm gonna go to SoftBank, cancel it, and then go to Docomo and get another SIM. Yeah.